Count 'em up, run it up, let it go. You move on, move out, you never know.
What's up, y'all? We are back with another interview here on Slim Charlie Records. I am here today with two quite amazing people, okay? People I've had the privilege of working with, hearing great art from, and just being around their terrific energy. So I'm here with KÉJA and bmorealien. But y'all know we love to let the people introduce themselves and tell y'all exactly what they do, who they are in the community. So why don't y'all do that?
I'll start. Hi, my name is KÉJA, or kejawho, and I am an R&B singer from Bmore.
Hey, I'm Kay, otherwise known as bmorealien. I am a curator, manager, DJ. I do other things too, but those are the main things that people know me for. Oh, leader of this collective known as 2 World Order 2.
Yes, can't forget that.
Yeah.
Okay, we have had at this point a few people from 2 World Order do interviews on here, and y'all have been hearing people say that they are a part of this organization, this music group, and we finally are getting to meet, you feel me, the leader, the alien. Okay, so these two are so great. Okay, they curate, they host, they put together amazing parties where we get to showcase our talents. I have been among those people who have gotten to showcase talents in these shows that they have put together. So, I mean, why don't y'all tell us, like, how did this start? Like, how did you get to where you are right now and being able to be recognized for multiple things?
I guess I'll start and say, honestly, it's interesting. I started off just like performing and trying to like insert myself into the scene, I guess you say, and just be around other artists, and that's how I got to know Kay. And I remember like not even being fully aware of what was going on like at the beginning of The Crown, and I knew Kay would always have all these great shows and things like that, so it's like, okay, boom. And I can honestly remember Kay being like coming up to me after my very first show and saying like, I can't wait to see more from you. So I always feel like everything always comes like full circle in that.
Yeah.
So when after I started performing, he was holding rehearsals and stuff like that, and I was just like, man, like I really wanna work with him. So I kind of just was like, when do you look for an artist? And like sent him a message and basically just like shot my shot for real.
Shot your shot.
And then landed and I was so surprised. And then from that point on, like he had, I think was, well, I don't want to speak for you, but you was just like starting to get too well together because it was mainly just Bill and Chris. Mm-hmm. And after that point, he added in more people, and it's just grown to be this like beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm happy to be a part of it.
Oh, I started out when I was living out in Green Mountain West in this warehouse called the Bell Foundry back in 2016. I was 24, and I was still in the midst of learning how to curate, be a part of a group, and all these things. So around September, I took all the lessons that I learned and started curating my shows. My first show was in September 10th, 2016, with my cousin Android number 23. That kept going until I got displaced on December 5th. Then from then on, I moved over to the Crown and I started curating shows over there. Eventually in June, I named my shows 808s and Sad Boys. So I started doing that every month. And yeah, that was great. I really learned like within like from then until 2020 is when I really felt like I had like a good idea of like, I knew how to curate. Like that was like basically like brushing my teeth to me. Yeah. And then in 2020, it was either February or March, I started managing Chris Cassius. And first it was just me and him. And then later that year, I think I started, the beginning of 2021, I started managing Bill. And then, like KÉJA said, I saw her perform, it was, I think it might have been November 2019.
Yeah.
I still remember that song. She performed The Waters. I remember that there was a song that she performed after that she has never performed since then, but I really enjoyed that song. She probably knows the name of it. I don't know the name of it.
I feel like I got a guess of what it is too.
I just remember the melody. But yeah. Definitely kept this one close. I remember when she curated her first show at North Ave Market too. That was a really good show too.
Yeah.
And she came to rehearsals, and She did mention that, yeah, she asked me, but I already knew, like, I already told her, like, at the same time, like, she was going to be the next member anyway. I was already thinking about that, so, yeah. That happened. She joined in Halloween. That was a blessing. From then on. Other members came too. Brian, J1, Warm Star, NASA, Tamira Slade, Yoko, and of course Rain. But Rain was technically with us from the beginning. He was he was doing things with me at 808s. He was photographer, now he DJs with me. So I always consider him like one of the prime members of 2 World Order. But yeah, and of course outside that I DJ from Miss Cam as well.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of services that I was able to really cultivate by being in that area known as Station North, by doing a lot of shows at the Crown and places around that area. But I consider, now I'm really branching out, doing things outside of Station North. We have our residency over at Blackwater House, which is in the downtown Saratoga.
Yeah.
And we also do a lot of things. Well, starting to do a lot of things outside of Baltimore too. Me and Reem.
And we peeped that.
Yeah, me and Reem have
Y'all been on the move.
Yeah, we have a radio station every 4th Saturday at Eaton DC Hotel called 2 World Frequencies. I don't know when this is coming out, but this Friday we have a show in Philly. We did a mixtape with some friends from Philadelphia and Brooklyn called Free Breakfast for Children, which also serves as a super group between us. And we have a show, a mixtape release show, and all proceeds are going to help out this youth-centered organization known as Yeah Philly. I'm really excited for that. It's not our first.
You should be.
It's not our first philanthropic event. Me and Reem, we did this coat drive back, which you were featured on, in December, and that went really well too. And I think me and him are going, besides this Philly show, we're going to make that a seasonal thing.
Nice.
Trying to give back to the people in our city, of course,
sure.
outside the city too. Think I covered everything?
Did you? I mean, because there's definitely more to come. There's definitely more to come, and I can see that for y'all, absolutely. So, what came first, curating or DJing?
DJing. I DJed for my first event. I DJed when I was part of this collective called Ramadan, and I think it was January 15th or 26th, 2016. It was in, I don't know if you've been in the Crown before. Well, nah, when you're too young. But he said he didn't.
I was in the Crown before I was 21, so you never know.
It was separated into 2 parts. The blue side and the red side. I opened up and I DJ'd on the blue side of the Crown. I sucked. But it was, I don't know what I sucked. I sucked at it, but it worked.
Right.
And I was just grateful that I got that out of my system. I also DJ'd when we did this, I don't know if you remember, they used to have these things called Light City.
Yeah.
There was this workshop that we did in Mondawmin with, which funny enough, we did it with Chris. And this was before he had Blackwater House.
Wow.
So that went well too. I DJ'd that event. That was more challenging because I didn't only DJ clean music, but I made it work. So yeah, DJing came first.
Who taught you?
I taught myself, and then later on, Sean Smallwood and Ducky Donovan taught me how to really become a good DJ.
Where did you draw up the inspiration for wanting to do that from?
Funny enough, believe it or not, listening to albums.
Nice.
Because albums always showed me that music can be seamless. And when I started looking at DJing, I didn't really understand the whole platform of playing different music outside of people, because I never really was a person who listened to playlists. I was always listening to albums. But when I started really listening to mixes and studying the radio, I was like, okay, so there's a way to make music sound seamless without it being on an album format. So when I started practicing when I was 24, but I didn't have control. I was still at my parents' house, and I had Tractor, and I was lucky enough to learn how to practice using my keyboard. And I had this understanding, okay, if I can make the BPMs were making things mix and sound like it was just one continuous track, and that's how I wanted to go about it. So, funny enough, listening to albums, just going up listening to albums, just really made me get into DJing, as weird as that sounds.
Word. So, KJ, when did you start making music?
Ooh, okay. Like for real? Because when I was younger,
For
you know, we grew up on like Cheetah Girls and all that stuff. So I used to write like little songs. I was like younger and do little talent shows, but like really writing, it started honestly like my second year in college. You know, after like just like going through life and shit and needing to like put my feelings somewhere else. But I never intended on being a singer. Like I've always hummed my whole life, and people always been like, "No, you're a dancer." So I wrote songs like in the hopes that other people would sing them, and that's like been my main goal throughout all of this. Like I'm singing, but like I really do want to be a songwriter for others. So that's the balance for real. But yeah, I got forced to do a show. That's the one he was at in November. Like literally, I was forced to do it. And then I was just like, oh damn, okay, I guess this is what we're doing now. And then it's kind of just flowed ever since. Like, I'm just trying to like step into it fully.
Well, definitely writing songs is a different bag.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. And if you can write your songs and sing them, and you know people is feeling you, then that's like the major combo for sure. But I must say, I love when KÉJA performs. Your voice is solid. It's always a vibe. Like
I love when you perform. Your voice is amazing. Like honestly, it's like the love is mutual. Trust.
Okay.
Like,
Collab coming soon.
yes.
We gotta do that.
I'll make sure that
I already been getting.
Yeah.
You know, I already been talking to you too about people. Like, yeah.
Absolutely. There's so many women right now that I'm wanting to collab with. I want to collab with you. I want to collab with Beth, Tamara. Like, y'all are definitely one of the reasons why I've been able to meet so many people. Because, you know, I myself have been kind of in a shell, you know, up until I had met John Tyler. So, like, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have met y'all. But meeting y'all, like, you know, has just opened up so many other friendship doors for me. I made a lot of friends, you know, so y'all was solid. I love y'all so much.
We
It's
love you
funny,
too. I
right?
love
Because everyone
that.
tells me that they think that I hate them when the first time I met them. I thought you just liked me the first time that you met me.
Why would you
You had
think
good reason, and you had good reason too, because we had you waiting outside that one place for an hour or 2 hours, which is my fault. Because it's like, yo, this girl was really gonna be pissed off at me. So, and I'm glad that you're not.
No, I never said that to you.
Nah, but
If anything, I just was confused. Like, I didn't know where we were, and I didn't know who I was about to meet, you know? So, y'all was, like, completely new to me at that point. I only knew J1. So, you know, but no, heck no.
Are you introverted?
I can be.
Yeah.
Like, it's possible.
It's possible.
It's highly possible. But, I mean, what we do, the art that we make, and the environments that, you know, we create, it is so hard for me to be, like, it's just impossible for me to just not be around, honestly, 2 World, period, and not have a good time.
That's good. That's good. Like, yeah. I'm glad that that's about this.
So, I mean, what are y'all's plans? Like, what is next for you? Like, what do you want out of this year and the next?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, I'll go first because I know your plans. Got plans.
Plans on plans.
Plans. As you should. But for me, honestly, this year's like a preparation year for me, I'd say. So I'm basically just gonna start collabing with more people and like getting in the practice of working with others. You know, I'm an introverted person, and my whole project, like I said, I wrote it not even with the intent of me singing it, and definitely like on my own. So I definitely want to like have more people in the room with me now. Like me and KÉJA gonna be writing together for the next project, that I'm super excited about, and you know, just collaboration. But then aside from that, and working on my next project this year, yeah, I'm just getting everything together so that way next year when I do drop, it's gonna be a lot more seamless and it's gonna, you know, flow the way I envisioned it to in my brain. Yeah, second try. You got this.
Yes.
You did it very good for your first try too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It took years, but sure, we here though.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna happen either. Like, you know how you get in your own way
Absolutely.
sometimes. Yeah, I definitely did that with that, but now I'm getting out of my way. Like, that's also this year, getting out of my own way, facing my fears, letting this anxiety shit go, opening up to people, making more friends, and all that, just all of that stuff. That's this year.
For sure. Look forward to it.
Me, my goals are quite simple, real.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like last year was really just a year of like everyone calibrating to get ready for this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I mentioned earlier, we have been doing shows and we have been doing residencies, but really this is the year where, and I'm glad that it's been the woman leading us in doing this because through KÉJA we have things fall apart. Tamira releases a beat tape in December, and Yoko just dropped the big tape last month.
Yeah.
So this is really the month where everyone's just starts releasing music. Really. Like Chris, well first J1, he has his project coming
This Friday.
The same day that we had that tape.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm proud of him for that tape. It's amazing. Y'all gonna enjoy that tape. The
God.
same day we have our super group Free Breakfast for Children dropping. April, we have Angels Over East from Chris.
Yep.
So I'm excited for that. NASA is working on his project Vessel. Bill, Good Faith, he's working on his project as well. Tamara, she's doing a lot of music. She's doing a lot of producing for artists.
Yeah.
Rain, he is, as well as becoming an amazing DJ, he is making a lot of tracks. Like he's producing a lot of like Baltimore club tracks and just trying to also get his foot into
Can't
like
get enough of that.
Yeah, you can never get enough of that.
No, y'all heard Drake new tape from the song Honestly Never Mind. Where you think that came from? Okay? Nobody can get enough of Baltimore mixes, like ever.
No one. And me and myself, like she said, I'm gonna get more into like helping out with songwriting, just doing a lot of co-executive producing and just behind the scenes work. Because I feel like curating is cool, but I am 11 shows away from doing 100 shows. And I think I'm going to make it this year. And
You think?
You will.
You
I
think
mean,
you gonna make
summertime is coming
Yeah,
up, so
definitely
like,
gonna do that.
we're gonna hit that.
so it's
For
like
sure.
at some point I like realized like, yo, like I can keep doing this, and of course it will always be a part of me, but there are other avenues of music that I do want to explore too while I'm in this, because through me doing shows, a lot of people have started curating shows, and not even like in my group. Like you know, there are people outside my group, like before I even met them, that was just starting to learn how to curate shows because of me. So I feel like there are other avenues I can touch, and I can also help people increase their skill at too. Because before any of this, I was a writer, and I used to win contests, poetry contests, and all that, and I had to put that to the side just to like focus on other things to get good at that. But that's a skill I can just brush back up on and use for other people too.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Yeah. We also got secret plans for K to start recording, so just
Not secret plans. They ain't secret no more.
secret no more, but
Get out of the bag.
Sorry, yeah. I really want him to, and a lot of others do. He has an amazing voice, so I really hope that also happens this year.
You would have no problem drawing traction to that.
Yeah.
Like, you would have no issue at all.
You part of this person
He has
with the secret
amazing
plans for
voice.
me?
I mean, I might be. I mean,
I love it.
I would have thought about it until she said anything.
Bruh, his
But
voice is insane.
I know for a fact that if you were ever to do something like that, you would have no marketing issues whatsoever because the people love you. Alien for the people.
Seriously.
Y'all about to have me start calling him K. Y'all, because every time we at a party and somebody say K, I forget that that's his name. I'm like, his name is Alien. What are you talking about? But when y'all were growing up, when y'all were kids, did y'all see this for yourselves? Like, could you have imagined this? Could you have pictured this? Or did you think you were going to end up somewhere completely different in life?
Honestly, like, I grew up as a dancer, so like the entertainment industry was always like in that reach, but I never thought that I'd be the person singing. Like, I always like thought I was gonna be a backup dancer. Like, I had friends who were backup dancers for artists. I thought that was gonna be my path. So it's just kind of weird, but it's still familiar in a sense.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, for negative or positive reasons, I was always looked at. So I always knew it would be for something. I always knew that as long as I work hard at something and I'm good at it, I can't help but be where I'm at.
Facts.
And how do y'all feel about where you are right now? You know, we're all young adults still here, and you know, like we're kind of getting, I feel like, to that age where we're trying to, you know, we between two worlds, no pun intended. And, and you know, that is the modern world with the, you know, the working people, and it ain't nothing wrong with working people, ain't nothing wrong with 9 to 5, you know, don't come at me, all right? You know, but definitely in between two worlds with, you know, the people that, you know, work and the people that dream and float on those dreams and act on those dreams every day. So, you know, how do you feel about, you feel me, like where you are today? How are you navigating through kind of trying to get your left foot or right foot out of that one world to put both feet into the new one, into the dream realm?
Oh, that's a really good question. I gotta like say that a little bit. I guess I'd say like
Pretty overwhelming for me some days.
yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. Like I feel like when you're trying to do this, it's easy to be like, I just want to throw all my energy into like my dream. But the reality is like you can't really like accomplish your dream without some type of like funding and discipline behind that. So that's where like that real job comes in for real. Like you need that. And then I feel like what sets you apart from other people is like your work ethic. And that's something I've been trying to like, for me personally, work on this year. Just like pushing myself to be able to do more, pushing myself to like see what I actually am capable of. Like, but like when I think about it all the time, like especially when I have conversations with people who are just so focused on like practicality and not dreams, I just think like, I don't know, I feel like I can do anything that I put my mind to. I could be amazing at doing this. Why can't I be amazing at doing that? Like, I don't know. I just try to stay hopeful and focused and not overwhelm myself with the ultimate goal. It's like baby steps. Like each step at a time will take you closer to like what you're trying to do. So if you just, you know, focus on each step and not the bigger picture, eventually your ass is gonna get there.
Right.
It's not gonna be easy, and I think that's what sets who makes it apart from who doesn't. But like, if you want it, you're gonna fucking do it. And anybody who's had a success story is probably like said it. I was sleeping in my car, I was doing this. It's like the people who are willing to give it their all. Like if you're not willing to give it all to your dream, then like maybe you don't even deserve that shit you need for real. Sorry. Sacrifice. That's what I'm learning this year. You got sacrifice.
The word for the next probably couple years.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Yeah.
For me, it's my ancestors to make sure that I keep going and learning and staying blessed and disciplined and focused on everything that I do. Like every morning I have to talk to them just to make sure I don't go crazy in this world. It's a lot because, like she said, you really gotta want it, and I really do want it, but sometimes it becomes overbearing. And that's why I keep my relationship with my ancestors close, because I know that if it wasn't for my relationship with them, I would have probably given up a long time ago. But it's just, then you remember that, like, you know, you come from a group of people who have been through things 10 times worse than what you've gone through. No matter what lineage you come through, and then you realize that anything that you do with their help is the easiest thing on earth.
That's so real. That's so real.
Definitely.
I second all that.
I felt that.
That's actually very true. There's times we just don't want to. Or like you want to, but it's just so difficult. You gotta pull that from somewhere else.
I done posted a few times I'm quitting music.
You better not. You know, you really
I
can't.
done said that a few times in my life, and I swore I meant it. I did.
Nah, because we still here. I think we should be like, nah.
No, I ain't mean it, but it definitely can be in between two worlds. I mean, you know, those are two completely different energies penetrating, catch you in the middle. So, but I mean, that's great though. I love that y'all are really, you seem comfortable with where you are. Like, well, not comfortable, but y'all seem to be able to be grateful for what you had and where you're at. And, you know, the connections that you're able to make to, you feel me, hold you hold you accountable and hold this music that's dear to your heart. So tell me, who do you guys feel have been there for you? I mean, from the jump, like, is there a specific guiding voice, person, something that someone might have told you once upon a time that you think about when you feel like things are getting tough, or you feel like you need some help persevering?
Shit. Well, I'm like a big like family oriented person. I'm not gonna lie, like my mom was like my rock for real, and she, even throughout dance and stuff like that, like she's always been that person that's like, if nobody's gonna be there, like you know that I'm gonna be there.
Shout out moms.
Shout out to all the moms.
It's also someone in my family. It's my younger brother. He lives in Colorado now, but I think he's the only one in my family that knew what I was doing the entire time. He doesn't always agree with everything. You can't always agree with what people are doing, but he understands, and he he'll always let you know, like, yo, like tomorrow's always another day.
Yeah.
And this is my younger brother, just reminded me that I could be a lot worse. So I'm really grateful that I have a family that I can always rely on, because besides the ancestors, like, you could feel so alone doing this, but it's family that helps you keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. So, in y'all's area of expertise, what do you feel like sets you apart from the people who do the same thing as you?
Ooh. All right, I can't say this is my area of expertise for real.
Why you like you got something smart to say?
He probably does. He probably does. Yeah, I can't say it's my area of expertise, and so I think like, especially because it's so many girls that sing, right? Like, I could say, honestly, I just think just how I sound, like, cause I'm not gonna sit up here and be like I'm the kid in a million runs really giving it. Like, I'm still kind of coming into my voice. Like, I started singing 2 years ago, and like actually trying to take it seriously a year ago. So like, we out here just being ourselves. Yeah. So I guess just like being KÉJA for real, like just being just whatever this is. Like,
I mean, that whole weight.
Yeah.
Like, that whole weight.
Yeah, because it's like, we're all so similar in a sense. So like, the only thing you can do to really separate yourself is just being your fucking self. Like, the moment you're not doing that, you're fucking up. Like,
No, that's facts.
so
That's facts. I love that.
yeah.
What was the question?
What sets you apart from the people who do what you do? And that you do a lot. So
Yeah.
pick your poison.
The thing that sets me apart from everyone from what I do is the fact that I do everything that I do.
That's real.
And the fact that I can train people to do everything that I do.
Sensei.
But they
Sensei
know
vibes.
this. People know this. And people act like they don't know this, but they know this. And I enjoy the fact that people act like they don't know this, but that gives me an opportunity to keep training people and keep getting better at what I do. Because people, what they think I'm good at, I'm competing against an older version of me to get better at what I'm doing.
Right.
So I think that's what sets me apart for the most part. The fact that I'm trying to be better than I was the day before.
Yep. Yep. Well, I love that answer, and I agree with it, because it ain't a lot of people out here doing everything, so it's, your job is a job of jobs, like I will say. So, me personally, I might fool. Like, you do so much, Kay. Like, me personally, like, I have so much that I still want to learn from you, and I really learned just by watching. So,
Well, you're free to ask any
popping your
questions.
shit.
Yeah.
And thank you. So, what are some recurring thoughts that y'all have, like, in the morning? It doesn't have to even be art related, but if it is, that's cool. Like, what's a recurring thought that you find yourself having, like, as soon as you wake up? I want to get into the mind of a creative, because I know what I think about when I wake up.
Oh my god.
It'd be different stuff. I also have a lot of the same dreams over and over again.
Oh, I do too. Like, recurring, I do too.
Like, some of them are from like 2 years ago,
Bro.
but I'm still having.
Yeah, that's
Wondering when am I going to see these places in real life.
That's real. getting us to the bigger bag. Which is gonna get us to the biggest bag. Like,
Yes.
motivation. But if you're not waking up and you're not working in the morning, sometimes I just be like, I like to like check in with myself because I can honestly say that I've had to work on being like grateful and appreciative. And this is coming from a person that's like, you know, I struggle with depression and anxiety and stuff like that. So sometimes I feel like I can dig a hole and then just forget how blessed I am for real.
Yeah.
It's real easy to sink into like just like this victim state. So when I get up now, I'm just like, I'm grateful to have a job. I'm grateful to have a bed to sleep in. I'm grateful to have a family that loves me. I'm grateful to have food in the fridge to put in my fucking stomach. I'm like, just like the little simple things. Like,
that food ain't simple no more.
it ain't even like, why is it
seeing them prices?
like, geez, are they trying to stop us? I mean, like, I really like, child, we gonna be like enter into a little family, bro.
They would love for us to start.
Yeah. But just like, yeah, just appreciation. Like, and I feel like the more I have appreciation for what's around me, it's just been like overflowing. The blessings been flowing that way. Like, so yeah, I just wake up feeling fucking grateful just to be me. What about you?
Like you said, it's that gratefulness for being alive. And I like to take things day by day. For some reason, I have a lot of dreams relating back to my childhood. Like, I guess either childhood or teenage years, but no matter the season, it's always me going through some road of making the wrong decision and bearing the consequences for that. And then having to pay some kind of price. And then I wake up and I realize it was just a dream. So while dream world me is paying the consequences, how can I make things right in this world? So I go through the motions of things, talk to my ancestors, and I realize that, yeah, this road is mine, and it's lonely at times, but I get to make it right.
Yeah.
So I guess, like you said, it's gratefulness for having the ability to make things right in my current world, while dream world me is going through whatever the hell he's going through.
Yeah.
He's gonna be okay too.
We'll see.
I'm about to say, I'm on the same type of time. Like, I don't know where the hell I be at.
Yeah.
I keep going to this same beach. It's either the beach or I'm saving my newborn son from evil. Like, one of the two, girl. I don't know what it means, but we'll figure that out. So, I mean, y'all, like, what's poppin' this summer? Like, what are we doing summer 23? What's the vibes?
Oh my god, I'm the worst person to ask popping because I'm a homebody like a motherfucker.
No,
I don't.
that's summer 23.
I know, but summer 23 gonna be outside. That's what it's like we gonna be outside. We gonna be cute. We gonna be like all that, bro.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like a random. This is not even. I would say popping. This is something I just want to say because it's something I want to do this year. And like, if you wanted to come, like I just want to get as many people as possible that haven't done it. But I really want to go for the skydiving. Yeah. Okay. And I know that's like, whoa.
I'm in.
Yeah. 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 I was saying. No. Stop. Stop.
I'm in.
I feel like it's just like for me the scariest thing I can do right now to myself. So if I can jump out a fucking plane and face that, like by the time I get down to the ground, it ain't shit stopping me. Like nothing that I fear that I can't like get through. So that's like I don't know, but I wouldn't do it alone. So I'm gonna like I tell motherfuckers do that with me. Yeah, you should. Bro, if you jump out of the plane, like what could you be scared of after that? Ain't like we out here running in the lines and shit, so it's like not many things to be afraid of after. Come on.
I think about it.
Okay, you got time. You got time to think about it. You did. But man, that's something. That's something. You probably got more fun stuff.
I mean, yeah. For them, I would definitely like them to like have at least one performance on the West Coast. Like, fingers crossed for that.
Yes.
Of course, we're gonna keep doing shows over here too. Like have well established, more footing and more connection for people. So, yeah, I think we should like just keep doing the same thing, just in different places.
Yeah, I agree. That's like a milestone.
Yeah.
The farther you can go, like the more people that you can reach, network with, like that's big progress. That's big progress for sure. So, what are are y'all thoughts on the music industry right now? I mean, it's so easy to keep tabs on it, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff that we probably still don't know. Like, so much stuff just gets misconstrued in the media. I feel like, you know, what people say about, you know, certain artists, like, you just really can't even tell, like, what's true or what's going on or why certain music doesn't make it, why things get pushed back, why certain people don't make music anymore. Like, you know, I don't, you know, there's so many conspiracies out there, but how do y'all feel about music right now? What's being played on the radio, what's being lit up on TikTok, and just the representation of R&B and hip hop right now, and alternative music?
Damn, that's so many layers to that question. Alright, I guess we'll start with how I feel about the music industry and work our way to the state of R&B right now, because I see it. How I feel about the music industry, I don't know. It's the same way I feel about like any other job or work. Like it's just it's bullshit everywhere. Like I wouldn't expect anything different. And when you have you're working with some of your B-rolls, some of the egos, stuff like that, I expect that. But like I look at shit as a bigger picture. I think a lot of people get caught up in like celebrity and stuff like that, and I really truly like remind myself that these are all like ordinary, like not ordinary, but they're humans.
They're
human people. So I don't spend too much time trying to like get obsessed over a decision another human is making. Because there's another nigga down the street doing dumbass shit as well. It's just not being lit up like for everybody to fucking know. So I'm not like too into that. And in general, I know that like the music industry is a business, and with every business, you know, there's things that come with that. I don't know how to say that.
As raw as you want to say it.
I don't know. And it's funny because when I think about like my goals, like they're not so aligned with like wanting to get a record deal or anything like that. Like I think because of all the things we hear about and see and knowing, especially when it comes to money and just like how deals play out and stuff like that, I like to think that like there's other ways to create that success without like, you know,
for sure,
what they say, selling your soul or giving your whole whatever away to like fucking somebody else. Just
that part.
And then for R&B, I know a lot of people are like really being hard on girls right now.
They are. They need somebody to be hard on them. But I'm gonna save my tape.
It's like I like to say that like it's very different than the past, but I think that we gotta leave space for like things to evolve the same way every other genre evolves. Like for every person that's doing something different or adding or like I don't know what people would say like diluting it. Like we got Chloe, we got Flo, that group, we got who else we got? Her, SZA. All these different girls bringing like their little different sauce to the table. Those are like the main people we see mainstream, but we can't forget that there's so many other people who are still successful, not as up there, that are still like giving life to like what people are missing in R&B. So I don't think there's anything missing in R&B. I think that people don't know how to find their own taste and what they're looking for. Like if you need somebody else to tell you what to listen to, then it's gonna be a lot harder for you to find those things that you're looking for. But like if you experiment, there's so many fucking girls making R&B music, it's goddamn insane. Like if you really out here saying that you can't find one person giving you what's not yet, then you're not fucking looking. You feel me? Like, but that's my take on that. Yeah, that's my take on that.
It's a good take.
Oh my lord, let me have that shit.
That's good shit. Don't forget to take down.
Yeah.
And don't forget hip hop.
Oh shit, I don't even hip hop. I honestly really don't even listen to hip hop like that. But I'm besides the niggas I'm in a group with, like, and, you know, but it's also for personal reasons, just because of my mental state. But and I guess I can speak on that. What we hear on the radio and stuff like that definitely does promote things that I don't, you know, particularly align with. So I tend to not listen to those things. But hip hop is very much still alive. It's very much still alive. I think about like Griselda and these niggas that are like really real, like, and I'm happy that like at least that kind of rap is like getting some shine again. So we moving in the right direction. We are. I mean, but I don't know. I feel like I'm so unqualified to speak on this shit. Like if y'all ask me about a bunch of different artists, like I'm definitely still trying to educate myself on some things, so I can't sit up here and act like I know everything. I only know what the fuck I stand in. So that's just my little baby ass perspective.
I'm still definitely learning a little bit more about hip hop too, but them documentaries that be coming out definitely be interesting.
Like, fucking
that's what I honestly have to compare things to. Is just
Facts.
what you feel me, the history that I've been seeing and learning.
It's true.
But what about you?
The music industry is designated to do what it do with its artists and the people who they talk with, you know, the music that they cater to and prioritize, which is cool because that gives me the opportunity to focus on what I want to do in the underground with the music I like and the music I want to promote and the music that I want my people around me to be involved in. And I don't really have to worry about that because they're pretty good at choosing music that speaks for themselves when it comes to the music they make. And so, yeah, there's a lot of things in the music industry I don't agree with, but there's a lot of things in the world I don't agree with too, and it doesn't stop me from living.
Yeah.
So, and if someone like me is able to exist in a world that I don't agree with, but I'm still able to thrive in by not really making that much compromise in decisions that affects me and mine, then I think things are going to be alright for us, especially considering the fact we are not signed to anyone.
Yeah.
We don't speak, we don't answer to anyone. We are all our own independent people who are able to eventually learn how to thrive making this music.
Yeah.
So that I'm very much appreciative of, because if I was to be negative about the industry, then I would not be a very good leader.
Okay, I can accept that.
It's okay.
So, and like she said, there's plenty of music out there that I love that comes out from this motherfucker. I was, Kalila dropped a new project, I enjoyed that. This artist Liv dropped a new project, I enjoyed that. There's a bunch of underground rappers and, like, you know, electronic DJs, more club musicians that, like, you know, just be giving music I just can appreciate month after month after month. And yeah, I'm not really one who listens to the radio, but I definitely know that that serves people who do. And like for those who do enjoy getting the music from the radio, more power to them too, because that might be the motivation they need to keep going through the day. Just like the music that I listen to is the motivation I use to keep going through the day as well. Music from all, like, you know, different aspects of this industry is going to serve somebody in some way. So I've just accepted that. You know what I mean? But knowing that we can also push music that we make and it's actually like we're creating fans, that lets me know that we don't really need to rely so much on this machine. We just have to make our own moves in order to keep that going, because that's how music started in the first place, you know? This internet thing is cool because some people use it to promote music that everyone listens to. Some people use it to promote music that, like, people can, like, discover new artists and make fans. So we just do it to the way that we use it to our advantage.
Piggyback what he's saying, this is a machine. I'm thinking about the girls that actually do make it in R&B versus the ones that don't. I feel like sometimes, like, I sit back and think, like, who am I as, like, a product that has to be sold, that other people have to buy into and, like, be into. And I think that, like, the girls that, like, maybe we don't love the most, or, like, people got about, is because, like, they're definitely in a situation where it's, like, you are a product and it's about, like, money, how much you can make it. So you kind of, you know, you sacrifice some of your for the sake of selling.
Right, respect. And I mean, I do love R&B, you know, still to this day, even the new R&B that's coming out, you know, I expressed to the people before, you know, like, I love Summer Walker, like, that's my girl right there. You feel me? I did SZA's new tape that just came out. It took me a little while to get connected to it, but it's definitely a good piece of work. Like, she did her thing on it, she did her big one. But I still love the Greats. Like, 112 is my favorite boy band to this day. Like,
I love them.
I can listen to a whole tape of them beginning to end and through and through. And I mean, the only thing I say that I feel like is a bit, you know, different from R&B and hip hop from a while ago now is just the sense of community that it used to create. And I just feel like that's what's missing. Like, you know, it's one thing to push records, make the money, get the streams, let the money come in so that way everybody's eating and everybody's getting paid. But you know, like, you feel me? Y'all are such a big inspiration to me, but just what I'm trying to even do right now with Slim Charlie Records is, you know, it's people out here that got talent, like real, raw talent that should be heard everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Like, I got some songs that I think need to be heard in more places than just here. And I know so many other people out there like me, like you, that just need the community behind them. They need the ammunition behind them. And that's going to do something completely different to the music industry that I don't even think they want.
Yeah, because they don't want us to be together.
You know, they don't want us to be together.
They don't want us to
You feel me?
I
don't even know if they want that, but it don't even matter what they want, because I want to create a completely different industry that's just as powerful, that's just as funded, that's just as loaded. Because, you feel me, music is doing what it do, but now we in a place where music is, some music is almost kind of detrimental to your mental health because of what they saying and the chimes that they using and the octaves that they using and you can't even listen to music every day no more, because you're not even having your own thoughts now. You're not even curating your own, you know. And the people that I've been able to be introduced to, you know, through y'all and through John and, you know, everybody that I've met, you know, in our Baltimore scene, you know, like, it's giving nothing but raw, it's giving nothing but intentional, it's giving nothing but love. And that's something that needs to be built upon to the point where can nobody infiltrate, detonate, or none of that. You know, so that's what R&B is needing, and that's what hip hop is needing. And I mean, we gonna make it happen, because we ain't no fucking old boys. You feel me? We young. And we forever young. So
yes, no, seriously.
So, you know, we gonna get this rolling.
I love that. I really love it.
Yes, I agree.
So, do y'all want to freestyle or play a game?
I ain't freestyling. I'll play a game though. I ain't never heard
You wanna play a
game?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
So, we can either do, I say a word, you give me a song lyric
That's
first, or I give you a song lyric and you tell me who said it.
I'm gonna use the other way around.
Which one y'all want to do?
The first.
The first
You give me a word, I give you a
You want
verse.
me to give you a word?
Yeah. I'm about to be demolished though. Can we just establish right now this man listens to way more music than I do?
Oh, come on.
So if I win this is by the grace of God and everybody in this bitch, okay? Alright, let's go.
Okay, well, alright, let's do it. Okay, think.
I think I love you.
Oh!
You don't love me, Gucci, you don't love me.
Oh yeah, my name is K.
He's a troll. What's happening? Okay.
Alright.
Night.
Y'all, I'm gonna night.
Like what kind of night?
Oh, the nighttime. The day, the time of the day.
What? Children of the Night. That's not a real song. Children of the Night is a song.
I don't know it.
Oh my gosh, that's like so old.
Okay, I wear my sunglasses at night.
Oh, I hate this. I'm gonna fucking. Alright.
He's gonna turn into a meme. No, but that's actually one of my favorite songs. That's a John Lennon song, right? Is it? Is that John Lennon? I wear my sunglasses at night so I can.
It's
That's what you were singing though, right?
It was.
I think
Rock
that's
and
him. I hope that's him. I hope I didn't just say the wrong name. That's gonna be embarrassing.
Yeah.
But I thought you was gonna say day and night.
Yo!
See, I
So the way my brain's working, they don't know. I ain't got no sleep in me. I tried.
See, this how you use a rainbow.
I know. I tried to do Panera charged up lemonade. Everyone's been talking about it. It did.
How was
I mean, it did, but didn't.
She liked it.
I liked it. It gave me enough energy. Maybe just not
Charged up
enough energy. Like,
Alright. Heat.
oh my gosh, Beyonce, but she don't say heat, and I just think of the song, and then I don't know the lyrics to the song. Heat.
I need more games.
Yeah.
Okay, hold that heat. Kevin Scott's Future.
Look at this shit. You see this shit? I called it. Okay.
Okay. Light.
Don't look at me. Lights. I can't think of anything right now. Light. Just do it.
It's this song, what's it called? No, what is it called? Concrete Jungle by the Wailers. Darkness has covered my life.
So what about champagne?
What?
Yeah, some pop champagne. Let me pop champagne.
She got that too.
I couldn't tell. I was like, is she singing the Eastern Boy?
It was the first thing.
No, you're good. It's okay. That's good. That's good.
Yay.
That's good.
Uh-oh, I'm scared. Not when you do this.
Black.
You can have this one.
Black. Just take it. Sometimes just take it. Just.
Even though you were a crack queen, mama, you always wear a black queen.
Hey, that's beautiful.
Okay.
That's beautiful. I'll snap for that one.
Alright. Let's see what else can I give y'all.
Got two more.
It don't matter.
Jesus.
Walks.
With me.
Beef.
I can't do both of y'all. I love that song. I'm so biased, y'all. I'm a Kanye fan.
I love it. I am too.
Same.
Okay. Great. We all love Ye.
Yeah.
Fall.
When it all falls down.
Period. I was definitely giving you a keep singing your own song though.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
But it's okay.
Facts, but there we go.
Cause somebody did a J1 lyric when we was in the chamber, so somebody recited songs for T World.
Oh, shit. That's sad. I didn't think of my own song.
It's okay.
The fuck?
She gonna freestyle when it get hot outside, and we gonna be on the rooftop deck in a whole different location.
Definitely
Yeah.
send Charlie to freestyles when it comes to summertime.
We gonna get that popping. We gonna be right on the rooftop deck, which I'm gonna take them to see. Maybe I'll give y'all a little tour at some point, but it's a little exclusive right now. So, any last remarks or shout outs, y'all?
Oh man. Shout outs. Shout out to her order. I feel like I always say all the time, but like that's obvious. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to you for having us here. Honestly, this is so fun. I like it.
I'm glad you liked it.
Shout out to nobody, Nick.
Okay.
Shout out to my family, my blood family, Two World Orders. Shout out to the Baltimore community for making me who I am. Shout out to my friends that keep me going. Shout out to, of course, Azion for having this beautiful interview. Shout out to my ancestors, definitely, for waking me up. Shoot. Shout out to this wooden floor, because if it wasn't for this wooden floor, I would it would be quicksand, and I would have never been able to do this interview. I would have just fallen deep inside, and while y'all were able to do this interview, I would be like, no! No! So, shout out to wooden floor.
You know what?
Shout out to East Baltimore.
Yes. Shout out over East.
Shit. And shout out to you, the viewer.
Yeah. for watching.
Absolutely. Can't wait to do the 10 cents of this. Any last remarks, anything that y'all just want to tell these people or let these people know about who you are, your music, where you stand right now, or any advice?
I mean, nothing so much about me, but I guess let me be the first person to say that if there's anything that you want to do and it's like something that you're like trying for the first time or going to be a beginner at it, please don't let not being good at something in the beginning stop you or other people's opinions stop you. Go for all that shit. Do that thing you always were waiting to do. Like, conquer all the things in life that you want to, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Because you can.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to be scared in this life. But do it anyway.
today, but definitely understand that there's more to come, and these wonderful people that y'all are seeing are going to be back very soon. We're going to be checking in with them, seeing all the great things that they are going to accomplish over the next, couple seasons. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. I will be dropping their links below. Follow them, check out their music, and absolutely come to their events because they are monumental. So thank y'all so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week.